The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's November 10th. We got 5:31 right now. And yesterday it got pretty darn cold. Hey there, Steph.
Oh my goodness. Wind chill was minus 32. It was like, what? How is it only November 9th that I'm feeling this cold right now?
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. Yeah, leaving here around noon, 1 o'clock. Started to kind of warm up, but during our show, it was in the minus 30s with the wind chill. This morning, not as bad right now, minus 25 with the wind chill. I don't know if it's going to peak into the 30s, but we'll have to wait and see. We did teeter into that, extremely coldest places on the entire earth yesterday.
No. I mean, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. This morning, we're not, though. I'll tell you that much. We didn't crack the top 15. I think that's what I have in front of me here.
Okay.
I remember bringing up this website every day last winter because we always seemed to be in the top 10. And so I'm going to have to make it a part of my bookmarks again. But I don't think we'll crack number one anytime soon. There was a couple times where we were number one last year. But
Sean, you make me nervous when you say things like that. You're like daring Mother Nature. I don't think we'll crack number one. It's like Mother Nature's going to be like, oh, you don't think so, do you? Allow me. I feel a cold front coming on. Achoo.
Okay, well, number one is Antarctica. This place called the Mundston Scott. I think that's probably where a weather station is. Minus 62 with the wind chill. So
okay.
I don't think we're cracking that anytime soon. And if we are,
I'm knocking on wood.
See you never.
5 a.m. confessions.
I'm not proud of this, but I can't help the way I feel, Steph.
All right, it's a safe space here, Sean.
Yeah, that's why I got to get it off my chest early morning, just so not everyone hears it. But I'm stupidly attracted to Dua Lipa.
Oh.
Holy crap. Her post recently came across just randomly. It's one of the best suggested posts I've ever seen on my timeline. And she's hot. I like it. My number one life goal right now, I've changed my life goals around. My number one life goal is to be front row at one of her concerts.
Oh my gosh. I mean, she is absolutely stunning. It's funny because I feel so you know how Facebook has changed the way pages work? I always know that I'm accidentally scrolling on the mix feed instead of my own. When Dua Lipa comes up, I'm like, oh,
this is where
Dua
it started.
Lipa. And now you're...
I never really looked at her before. Now I'm just she's always wearing these tight bodysuits, and she's always interacting with it's very shallow of me, I know, but I'm attracted to it, and I just find it great. And she's always just interacting with the front row of people at her concerts, and I'm just I wouldn't hate it if that was me.
If you interacted with me, I would never wash my hand again if you held it.
Essentially, so new life goal, see Dua Lipa front row in concert.
I've had this revelation multiple times over my short 3-year Girl Guide leading career, but I seem to always forget it every time. And last night was no exception. Me and the girls were making a poppy craft for Remembrance Day.
Very nice.
Yeah, really nice. And you had to sew it.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're a bit nervous about sewing in our unit because the girls love to just pinch the first layer of skin on their fingers and sew their fingers together.
Rightfully so. Absolutely. Yes.
But it's very hard to be all right, can you cut your fingers apart so that we can use that thread to do the craft?
Yeah.
And they're really good at sewing their fingers together, but they don't actually know how to sew.
It's understandable.
But every
Ask me if I know how to sew.
Do you know how to sew, Sean?
No, not a chance.
You don't. Okay, I think I forget that you are not born knowing how to do things. I'm I have to teach you that too? Every time. And so I have this craft. I cut everything out. Yeah. I worked really hard. It took me about 3 hours preparing it. And I pass every kid a needle and thread, and I show them where I want them to sew. And then for the next hour, I just spent seam ripping and being no, not like that. I want you to sew it. And they're looking at me I did. And I'm but you didn't.
You know what you need to do? This is a solution here. You get one of those projectors and you just put a how to sew TikTok on that just plays on a loop on repeat.
Yeah, Sean, you
Boom.
are on to something because a little girl came to me as well. And she said, hey, can you tie this again? And it was about like my 4th time I'd tied something for her. And I was like, you've really got to learn how to do this, you crazy girl. And she's looking at me and I'm laughing like, how have I had to tie this every time? And then as I was driving home last night, I was like, how is she going to learn? Because I just kept tying it. I never taught her. Like, I'm a terrible teacher.
Yeah, the YouTube how videos or TikTok how to videos. Put it on a loop. Hey, just a heads up. Love is Blind spoilers are coming in about 10 seconds here, okay?
Yeah, we are definitely going to break down the new episodes that only came out about 30 hours ago. So if you have not had time in the last 30 hours to watch them, please don't blame me for the spoilers because we've warned you.
Yeah. So we've talked for about 15 seconds right now. If you haven't turned down the volume or gone in a different room, whatever it may be, spoiler alert. So there's only 2 episodes this go around. The first episode just filled with all of the weddings, and then the second episode just a juicy reunion. You obviously watched them, right?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't tear my eyes away. Like I stayed up very late last night, 11:35 when my alarm goes off at 4, but it was absolutely worth it. Holy cow.
Yeah, it was really good TV. So the weddings, we kind of called, so we got to see Raven and SK last go around last Wednesday. And you and I both called it yesterday when we were chatting about it. We just said they're not a TV couple. And we found out quickly in the reunion off TV, they're back together.
Yeah, exactly. The wedding that surprised me, I was rooting for Colleen to say no to Matt's toxic behavior and his like terrifying outbursts. But somehow they both said yes at the altar. They're married.
I 100% believe that they were going to say no going in. And then when they saw each other, and then they kind of started talking to each other up on the stage, getting ready to get married. They just decided, yeah, in the moment. I truly believe that. Because even like when it showed like Matt in his like conversation with all of his bros before the wedding, he was just like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not ready. You still have like horrible PTSD from being cheated on, from being in a 10-year relationship. But hey, they're together right now. Colleen looked like she was terrified the whole reunion, but
even during the wedding, her face was very strange. Like I said to Sky, my husband, I was like, it feels like they have done her hair that she's hiding behind a hood. Like it was really weird. And if you watch it now, you should definitely check out Colleen's face. It's strange.
Yeah. Zenab, I've been on Team Zenab Zay for the whole season, and holy crap, I like stood up in my bed and started clapping when she absolutely drug Cole in front of all of his friends. I was like, yes, expose him, because he doesn't listen to her.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to believe the best for Cole. I thought he seemed like a really fun guy, but he really did just not get it, not listen to her. And I was amazed and sad for how she had to do it and speak out to him and say, like, you've treated me really badly. You've ruined my self-esteem. I don't want to be your friend anymore, and I certainly don't want to be your wife. Yeah. But, it was tough to watch, but needed, I guess.
Yeah, needed. Definitely needed. I don't know if that was the right spot, but it was needed. And so another one that we also had, Alexa and Brennan, I love them. They're great. They're moving forward. I think they're going to be together for a long time.
Oh, totally. They're a solid couple. And they... I don't know. I feel like they had some sort of sensitivity training before they decided to take part in this experiment. I feel like they just like really understand that the cameras are always watching, and they decided to put their best selves forward, and you could just really see they were great humans.
And I think they both had the right intentions going into it as well. They weren't just like, hey, this is a fun thing to apply, and if whatever happens. They're like, no, I'm applying because I want to get married.
Yeah. And then last couple, Bartise.
Yeah.
And Nancy.
Oh, Nancy's so sweet. She's great. She just has like a lot going for her. And Bartise is just like, I'm the biggest catch that you can ever find in your life. You're pretty great, but like, I'm the best. That's like the mantra he had.
Yeah, but he's like a big fish story where like the person who caught the fish is the one that's like, the fish was this big, but really it's about 6 inches and terrible. I have this go-to coupon that I use whenever I get fast food from this certain place.
Yeah.
And it's 10 chicken nuggets and a large fry for $3.99.
Oh, you've never shared this before.
I'm sorry.
You've kept it to yourself this whole time. How many years have you known about this?
Oh, probably 3 or 4. I'm sorry, Sean. Forgive me. I'm telling you about it now, but with some bad news. About 6 months ago, They changed the 10 chicken nuggets to 8.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah, I was very fine with it.
Still $3.99?
Still $3.99.
Yeah, bring it on.
And I was like, shrinkflation has gotten to my coupon, but that is okay because I could never finish the 10 nuggets anyway.
Yeah.
Then, last night, I go to use my favorite coupon.
Don't.
Yeah, guess what?
5 nuggets, $5.99.
No, thankfully they left the nugget number alone.
8 nuggets, $6.99.
8 nuggets, 50 cents more, $4.49.
Oh, that's still great. I was expecting a couple dollars more.
It's great, but it doesn't have a 3 in front of it anymore. Like, I know it was only 1 cent away from $4, but it used to sound like I could get $3 an entire meal.
For real.
And now I have to spend $4.50, which is so close to $5. I may as well spend $5 for an entire meal. And I'm like, you can't do both. Like, if you're going to do shrinkflation and shrink the number of something, then you have to keep the price the same. Like, you can't be like, oh, let's give them 8 instead of 10 nuggets. And actually, let's raise the price as well. Like, excuse me, one or the other.
Yeah. Well, our friendship weighs on this, so when we turn off the mics, you better tell me what coupon and how do I get it.
I got you. You can text as well if you want to know, 780-791-1037.
Holiday drinks have now been released across all of the restaurants and cafes. I'm talking a pump of this, a squirt of that, whatever you do to your drinks. I'm looking to get a little ambitious this year, Steph, because I've never adventured into the holiday drink mode. Have you?
Amazing. Oh, yeah. Sean, I'm very deep into the holiday drink mode.
I need something more than a double-double. What have you had before that I should maybe take a sip of?
Okay, I order this, the exact same thing every single time. You don't need to try anything else.
Oh, you have a go-to.
I have a go-to.
I got my pen ready.
And I've had it for a long time. It's called the caramel brulee latte.
Oh.
And it's like basically like creme brulee in a cup.
I get the play on words here.
And you know when you go to eat creme brulee, they usually use like a butane lighter to like caramelize the top, and you have to kind of hit it.
Yes.
With the caramel brulee latte, they have these like maple rock sugar chunks that they put on the top.
I'm digging it so far.
And they either melt into the drink so you get like a little tiny caramel pocket in the foam of the latte.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you might be quick enough to
tell me more
to actually get a nice little crunchy piece of this rock salt. You don't need to try any other latte. Caramel brulee is top.
Okay,
so good.
That's on the list, 100%. I like all the sounds of that. Is there a whipped cream? Is it like creamy on top?
Yes, it comes with whipped cream, or you can say no whip and have that like melty latte feeling of those rock sugars.
I think I'm not usually a whip guy.
You don't need it. This is sweet enough by itself.
All right, putting that on the list.
So good.
Yeah, we had another person chime in on the text line already. They said an eggnog latte.
No.
What do you mean no? That sounds great.
Eggnog freaks me out. Like, I just feel like when you heat up eggnog with a steam wand, you might just be getting scrambled eggs in your cup.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think of eggnog like that, so I think I'll enjoy it. I need your suggestions though, because I'm making a list. If you want me to try your special holiday drink, let me know where you get it and what you order, and I'll report back to you. 780-791-1037. I'm looking to venture outside my double-double, Steph, and I want to try some holiday drinks this go-around. I've never done it in my life.
Which is very impressive, but when you moved here, you had just moved on from instant coffee. So I gotta say, like a year and a half in, you're like, all right, it's time for a latte now.
There's a whole new world out there. You can do so much with your warm beverages. And first of all, we had a text come in from Jennifer, and I think this is a reoccurring theme from people suggesting drinks. Jennifer said an oat sugar cookie latte from Starbucks. Have you ever had one?
I have not.
You've never had one?
I don't really like oatmeal milk. I think it tastes like oatmeal in my nice warm drink.
Oatmeal milk?
Well, oat milk.
I think that's your problem. You're not supposed to order oatmeal.
No. Okay.
Are you getting oatmeal in your coffee?
No, but that's
where
what
you're
it
going
tastes like.
wrong.
It's okay. It's the oat M that messed me up there. But I think oat milk tastes like oatmeal, and I don't like it. And even when you put it as like a little like, oh, I'm substituting my cream for a dollop, it's like, oh, now I put oatmeal in my coffee. Why'd I do that?
Okay. I like oat milk, so I'm definitely going to go down this road. Thank you, Jennifer. Who else looks like Zenobo texted in and said sugar cookie oat latte. Like that's very popular right now, so I'm putting that on the list. Charlene, double down on yours. She said the caramel brulee latte Thanks for the reminder, she said, because I'm going to go order one of those.
That's the only one you need to think about. Now, I have an idea as well for you, Sean.
Okay.
So you know how your mint toothpaste after COVID is now tasting like coconut?
Yeah.
You could get a peppermint mocha, and it would actually be, for you, a coconut mocha.
Okay, because I usually don't like mint in my cookies or coffees, but now if mint tastes like coconut to me, you're onto something here.
This is a blessing
this
in
is
disguise.
the experimentation that I'm going to move forward with as well. One more, Stephanie said, again, the sugar cookie oat latte she texted in, but she has an add-on here. She says sweet cream cold foam. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either, but all right, let's go.
I'm writing it down. I'm going to look like an idiot. I'm just going to read off a paper and order it. And hopefully they don't ask like a second question and they just do it. Holiday drinks are here. All the flavors, all the syrups. You can order it all right now. Now, we've had loads of suggestions because I've never ventured down this path, Steph.
Yeah, you've been a strictly double guy, and before that you were a strictly instant coffee guy.
I know. I'm just such a virgin to it all. And so I'm going to read off some of the suggestions here, and you just tell me out of 10 what you would rank it and if you would try it. Okay. So these are from the text line. These are from Instagram. These are from all over that we've gotten these. Okay. First off, David, peppermint mocha. What do you give it out of 10?
A 0 out of 10.
Yeah, I think me too.
Ugh, I hate
Sorry,
chocolate
David.
and mixed together. It's terrible.
David, that one's yours. Tom said Christmas in Kentucky.
What's that?
I don't know, Tom. We're going to have to reach out, okay? We have some deeper dive in to get to that.
If it's chicken flavored, I'm not for it.
No, chicken, please.
Kentucky, that's what I think.
Right, fried chicken coffee. Felicia said the cinnamon toast latte from Second Cup. I am very intrigued.
I'm intrigued about the cinnamon, nervous about the toast, but I probably would try it. A 7 out of 10.
I'm giving that one like 9.5. Like, if it's anything like the cereal in a warm drink form.
Yeah, I guess that one doesn't taste at all like
giggity,
toast either.
Megan McAllister, peppermint white chocolate mocha. Again, the peppermint mocha.
Yeah, it's like you leave a piece of gum in your mouth and you're like, you know what, I'll have a latte. No thanks.
Yeah, that one, Megan, you can have refills on that one. I'll buy that one for you. Samantha, French vanilla with a caramel shot.
Sure.
What do you give it out of 10?
Like a 6. I'm not really like a caramel lover in my coffee. It's not my favorite. Worse is hazelnut, but all right.
Okay. I have a couple over here as well. This person said a Red Bull washed down with a glass of whole milk.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
That's
that one makes my
10.
stomach hurt already. Do you order cold drinks in cold weather?
No.
Me either. I've had a couple people message saying, oh, I stick with cold, and then I usually put a pump of this or a pump of that in.
No, you need the warm drinks to warm up your hands and your soul.
Yeah, okay. How about chestnut praline latte? Do you know what that means?
I know it's a Starbucks holiday drink, and I would totally try it.
I don't understand what chestnut tastes like or what praline even means.
Nutty, maybe?
So it must taste good if I can't understand half the words in it, right? That's how it works? What about an Irish cream Americano?
I don't like Irish Cream International Delight, so I don't know that I would try that.
I have no clue what that means, so I'm probably going to order it.
Okay. All right.
Anyways,
you let me know.
Tons of suggestions here. I have a whole list of things. If you submitted one, I will rank it and send it back to you after I taste it.
I feel like my hands are telling a story today that is just not true.
Are they dry?
Yes, that too. But they also are like black on my thumb and black on my like index finger.
Oh,
and
you finger painting?
I was not finger painting, but I feel like it looks like I got fingerprinted because it did something wrong.
What happened? What's going on?
Well, I was preparing the craft for Girl Guides last night, and I had to go to 4 different stores searching for black buttons.
Oh.
But they didn't have any at any store, so I had to buy wooden buttons.
Oh.
But those were light brown.
I've never heard of a wooden button. Interesting.
Yes. Also interesting was a permanent marker that I spent an hour coloring every little wooden button black so that our poppy craft had a black center.
Okay. Now it's all starting to piece together. So you were holding these buttons and coloring, and now you have marker all over your hands.
But it's only permanent marker, and it's only on my thumb and my finger, which were holding putting the button together.
Okay.
And I feel like every person I see today, I have to say to them, oh, I was doing a craft. That's why my fingers are looking like I did a crime.
I'll tell you something. No one's going to look at your fingers, so you don't have to explain, okay?
No, it's cold enough I could wear gloves all day.
That's right. See, there's workarounds here. You're going to be all right.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.